Ah, yes, some wonderful memories there. Good afternoon, everyone. You're very welcome to the Château de Neuchâtel here in Neuchâtel in Switzerland for the 2015-2016 European Rugby Champions and Challenge Cup draws. And as you can see from the wonderful images on your screens now, this is a particularly beautiful part of Switzerland, a 12th century canton right beside Lac de Neuchâtel, a very fitting setting for the new headquarters for the Epcr, who really enjoyed the inaugural year of the tournament last time out and are hugely excited about the 21st year of top-tier European competition. So, 2 draws coming your way very soon indeed. You can see them or are watching them live on btsport.com, beIN Sport, or on the European Rugby website, and all the highlights will be brought your way and all the talking points on Sky Sports News over the course of the day. So, the draw coming your way very soon indeed. Would you please welcome, though, the EPCR Chairman Simon Halliday to make 2 very, very important announcements. Simon.
Thank you, Craig, and good afternoon to you all from Neuchâtel, the new home of EPCR, European Professional Club Rugby. I would also like to welcome everyone watching on TV and on the internet. Before the pool draws get underway, I have 2 announcements to make. First, to announce the winners of the bid to host the 2016 Champions Cup and Challenge Cup finals. You should be aware that a highly competitive tender process has taken place. It opened to countries providing clubs to the Aviva Premiership, Top 14 and Guinness Pro 12. So, on behalf of the board of EPCR, I am delighted to inform you that the 2016 finals will be staged in Lyon. Both matches will be played at the brand new Grand Stade de Lyon, with the Challenge Cup final on Friday, May the 13th, and the Champions Cup the following day on Saturday, May the 14th. I would like sincerely to congratulate Lyon. The Grand Stade de Lyon will be a magnificent, state-of-the-art facility with a capacity of near 60,000. And we're certain that supporters of the Champions Cup and Challenge Cup tournaments will travel in great numbers in May to make it a truly memorable weekend of European club rugby. Secondly, it's been decided simultaneously that the 2017 finals will be held in Edinburgh, with the BT Murrayfield Stadium staging the Champions Cup showpiece and the venue for the Challenge Cup final to be announced at a later date. I would like also to congratulate, therefore, the City of Edinburgh and, of course, Murrayfield, which is one of the top international venues in world rugby. We are particularly pleased to have set out our plans for the next 2 years. I'm very excited at the prospect. Thank you for listening. That's it from me. We're just about ready for the pool draws, so over to you, Raphael, for the main business of the day.
Thank you, Simon. Merci, Simon. Ce sont là d'excellentes nouvelles que les finales 2016 aient lieu à Lyon et les finales 2017 à Édimbourg. Les tirages au sort des poules constituent un événement important en amont de la saison prochaine et de très nombreux téléspectateurs d'Europe et d'autres territoires du monde de l'Ovalie nous suivront aujourd'hui pour découvrir la composition des poules des 2 tournois. Nous invitons nos téléspectateurs à tweeter leurs réactions en utilisant les hashtags Challenge Cup et Champions Cup. Nous débuterons par le tirage au sort des poules de la Challenge Cup, mais avant de commencer, félicitations à Gloucester qui a remporté le Challenge Cup le mois dernier pour la 2e fois de son histoire.
Yes, Raph and I will be guiding you through the draws today, pulling out the actual balls, though. We have Ian Evans, the Welsh legend, of course, a member of that wonderful 1998 European Cup winning team with Bad here as well, and Dimitri Yashvili. Their final against Toulon at the Stoop in 2012, one of the great European moments. Guys, really good to have you here. And just to keep an eye on us all, Philippe Moller from the legal firm Thermos is here as our scrutineer. Before we get going, though, a few guidelines to talk you through. Our 20 clubs include 6 qualifiers from England's Aviva Premiership. Here are the 7 qualified clubs from the top 14 in France, and these are the 5 Pro 12 clubs. And finally, Calvisano and NSI STM from Russia, who came through the Challenge Cup qualifying competition, which helped expand the footprint of European rugby last season.
Les 20 clubs seront répartis en 4 chapeaux, et afin d'établir la composition de ces chapeaux, les clubs sont classés en fonction de leurs résultats dans les championnats de l'Aviva Premiership et du Top 14, ainsi que des ligues de Pro 12 et de Pro D2. Les 2 clubs issus de la compétition qualificative se qualifiant dans le chapeau 4. Les Sale Sharks, Montpellier et Connacht Rugby sont les clubs classés premiers de leur ligue respective. Nous débuterons par un tirage au sort pour établir la composition des chapeaux. Et nous passerons ensuite à la composition des 5 poules. Yun et Dimitri procéderont au tirage au sort. Les 20 boules affichant les noms des clubs seront tirées au sort par Yun, tandis que les 5 boules des poules seront tirées au sort par Dimitri.
Well, as you can see, Tier 1 already contains the 3 number 1 ranked clubs, the Sale Sharks, Montpellier and Connacht. Tier 2 contains the 3 clubs ranked 3rd from their leagues, and Tier 3 has the 3 clubs ranked number 5. And we already know the makeup of Tier 4. So we now have to draw 2 of the 3 second ranked clubs into Tier 1, and that will help us to complete the remaining tiers. So Yayan, can you please put Harlequins, La Rochelle and Edinburgh Rugby into your bowl, please? And Dimitri, your first job of the day is to pull out 2 balls there and see who's going to make up Tier 1.
La Rochelle.
La Rochelle will go into Tier 1. And along with them,
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh Rugby. So that is Tier 1 completed. The remaining ball now goes into Tier 2.
And Harlequins.
So now we have our top 5 Tier 1 clubs: Connacht, Sale Sharks, Montpellier, Edinburgh and La Rochelle.
Bien, passons maintenant à l'étape suivante en établissant la composition du chapeau 2. Les 3 clubs s'étant classés 3e de leur ligue respective, à savoir le Gloucester Rugby, Brive et Newport Grand Dragons, se retrouvent dans le chapeau 2. Puisque Harlequins n'a pas été tiré au sort dans le chapeau 1, ils sont également inclus dans le chapeau 2. Et en vertu du règlement, London Irish, le club classé 4e de la même ligue que les Harlequins, sera également inclus dans le chapeau 2.
So on we go to Tier 3. The 2 remaining 4th ranked clubs, Grenoble and Cardiff Blues, are included in Tier 3, along with the 5th ranked clubs, Newcastle Falcons, Castres Olympique and Zebra Rugby, and that completes Tier 3, Raf.
Comme indiqué précédemment, la composition du chapeau 4 est déjà établie et comprend les Worcester Warriors, Pau, Agen, Camille Rugby Calvisano et NICI STM. Nous avons désormais nos 4 chapeaux et avant que nous ne passions au tirage au sort des poules, voici les principaux principes à connaître. Chacune des 5 poules contiendra un club de chacun des 4 chapeaux. Chaque poule comprendra au moins un club du premier chip, du top 14 et du Pro 12. Aucune poule ne regroupera 2 clubs de Pro 12 d'un même pays. Les clubs d'un même championnat seront tenus à l'écart jusqu'au tirage au sort des clubs au chapeau 4, ce qui signifie qu'il n'y aura pas plus de 2 clubs d'un même championnat dans une même poule. Commençons tout d'abord par le tirage au sort des poules des clubs du chapeau 1. Yuan tirera au sort les boules des clubs et Dimitri tirera au sort les 5 boules des poules afin d'assigner une poule à chaque club.
A quick reminder now that some clubs may have to be automatically placed into available spots to ensure that all those key principles apply. So, here we go. Yayan, can you put the 5 Tier 1 clubs into your bowl, please? Dimitri, can you put the 5 pool balls into yours? And we're almost set to go. So, Yayan, the first club ball, please.
Montpellier.
Montpellier. And if you want to draw a pool ball, Dimitri.
Pool 3.
Pool 3 for Montpellier.
La Rochelle.
La Rochelle will go into pool
Pool 4.
Pool 4. Sale Sharks, Connacht and Edinburgh to come.
Connacht.
Connacht Rugby will go into which pool, Dimitri?
Pool 1.
Pool 1 for Connacht.
Sale Sharks. Pool 2.
Pool 2 for the Sale Sharks, which means, Ian,
Edinburgh.
will go into pool
Pool 5.
Pool 5. So we're up and running. That completes the draw for the Tier 1 clubs. Raf, all yours.
Ok, passons maintenant au chapeau 2. Johan, tu peux placer les boules de Gloucester, Brive et Newport Grand Dragons, Harlequins et London Irish dans le bol.
Okay, so all the Tier 2 clubs going into the bowl: Dragons, Quins, Gloucester, London Irish and Brive. Dimitri, you're going to hold fire for a moment. We'll see which pools are available once we've drawn the clubs. So yeah, and off we go.
Gloucester Rugby.
Gloucester Rugby. Finish their season on a bit of a high. Gloucester Rugby can't go into Pool 2 because another Aviva Premiership club already in there, the Sale Sharks. So pools 1, 3, 4 and 5 available, Dimitri.
Pool 4.
Pool 4 for Gloucester Rugby. They have a trip to La Rochelle.
Newport Gwent Dragons.
Newport Gwent Dragons. So when you apply all the rules, they can't go into Pool 1 or Pool 5 because Pro 12 sides already reside there. So Pools 2 and 3 available to them, Dimitri.
Pool 2.
Pool 2 for the Newport Gwent Dragons. So
London Irish.
London Irish, a whole host of new signings going to the Medeski Stadium the coming season. Pools 1, 3 and 5 available to them.
Pool 5.
Pool 5 for London Irish. So Quins and Brive remain. 2 pools remain.
Harlequins.
Harlequins. Also some very exciting new signings coming their way next season. But only Pool 3 available to them. That's to avoid a problem in the next draw. So we'll put Quins into Pool 3, which means, Yayan,
Brive.
Brive avoid Montpellier and go into Pool 1 alongside Connacht Rugby.
Le tirage au sort des clubs du chapeau 2 est maintenant terminé. Nous aurons dans le chapeau 3 les clubs de Grenoble, Cardiff Blues, Zèbre, Castres Olympique et Newcastle Falcons.
All right, Yayan, off you go. Tier 3 balls, in they go. And at this stage, all the key principles apply until we get to the Tier 4 clubs. So, Yayan, if you could.
Castres Olympique.
Castres Olympique. Only pools 2 and 5 available there due to the fact that Brive and Montpellier and La Rochelle are in pools 1, 3 and 4.
Pool 2.
Pool 2, Sale Sharks, Newport Gwent Dragons and Castres making up Pool 2 as it stands.
Grenoble.
Grenoble. Only 1 pool available for Grenoble, which is?
Pool 5.
Pool 5 for Grenoble. So Cardiff, Zebra, and Newcastle Falcons still to be drawn.
Zebra.
Zebra. Where will the Italians go? Pool 1, well, not available because Connacht are there, a fellow Pro 12 side, so only pools 3 and 4.
Pool 4.
Pool 4. A true European feel to Pool 4, that's for sure.
Newcastle Falcons.
The Newcastle Falcons can only go into Pool 1, which means the Cardiff Blues, Yayan,
Cardiff Blues.
will go into
Pool 3.
Pool 3. And that completes the draw for the Tier 3 clubs. So,
Et donc nous avons dans le chapeau 4, pour conclure maintenant le tirage au sort des poules de la Challenge Cup. Nous allons tirer au sort les poules pour les 5 clubs du chapeau 4, à savoir les Worcester Warriors, Pau, Agen, Camille Rugby Calvisano et les Russes de l'Enisei STM. Calvisano, qui s'est qualifié par le biais de la compétition qualificative, ne peut se retrouver dans la même poule que les Zèbres. Johan, peux-tu placer les 5 boules des clubs restants dans le bol?
okay, Ian, off you go.
Pau.
Pau. Well, all the pools available to Pau, Dimitri, so you got your work cut out there. All the balls in, please. Remember, the rules don't necessarily apply when we get to the Tier 4 clubs.
Pool 2.
Pool 2 for Pau. Sail Sharks, the Dragons, Cast and Pau making up Pool 2.
NSA STM.
So a big moment for NSI. They can go into pools 1, 3, 4 and 5. Hello to everyone watching in Russia. We're looking forward to that away trip for sure. It's going to be fantastic.
Pool 1.
Pool 1. Well, there's some good travelling to be done in that pool, that's for sure. That's for sure. So Worcester, Agen, and Cambi Rugby Calvisano.
Agen.
Agen. 3 pools available to them, Dimitri, 3, 4 and 5.
Pool 5.
Pool 5.
Rugby Calvisano.
Calvisano cannot go into Pool 4 because Zebra are there at the moment, which means they will go into
Pool 3.
Pool 3.
Worcester Warriors.
Worcester Warriors. On the return to the Aviva Premiership, the fans are going to have some great travelling because they are going to slot into Pool
4.
Pool 4. So that completes the pool draw for the 2015-2016 European Rugby Challenge Cup. Ian, what catches your eye there?
I think the third group, the Montpellier, Quins and the Blues. Quins are amassing a stronger squad. Montpellier, we know, under Jake White, signing lots of players as well. Blues and a new management, so that could well be a really tough encounter.
Yes, indeed.
Dimitri, dans cette tirage au sort relevé, comme toujours, qu'en penses-tu de la situation des clubs français?
Bien, ma foi, c'est assez homogène. Et ce qui est sûr, c'est que la poule 3 sort un petit peu du tableau et du niveau, parce que Montpellier, alors le Queens, qui participait à la Champions Cup l'an dernier. Donc, encore une fois, la Challenge Cup va être très relevée cette année.
Merci à tous de nous avoir suivis. Nous allons faire une courte pause, mais restez avec nous puisque nous serons de retour dans quelques minutes en direct depuis Neuchâtel pour le tirage au sort des poules de l'European Rugby Champions Cup 2015-2016.
A very warm welcome back to the Château de Neuchâtel. We've completed the draw for next season's Challenge Cup pools, and we've also had an important announcement that the 2016 finals weekend will be staged in Lyon next May, and that the 2017 finals will be hosted by Edinburgh. So congratulations to both. Now we're ready to start the pool draw for the 2015-2016 European Rugby Champions Cup. A room full of very interested parties here in Neuchâtel. There will be the odd ooh and the odd ah. Feel free to do the same at home or wherever you're watching. Once again, we are live on beIN Sports and btsport.com with further coverage on Sky Sports News. And of course, we've been streamed on epcrrugby.com. Now, our 20 elite clubs have qualified on merit from the Aviva Premiership, the Top 14 and the Guinness Pro 12. And a special word of congratulations to RC Toulon, who won the inaugural Champions Cup final at Twickenham last month to complete an historic hat-trick of European titles. Next season's EPCR's tournaments will kick off a little later than usual in November, as the Rugby World Cup will dominate the rugby landscape in September and October, of course. But in a short period of time, we will know the makeup of the 5 pools in European Club Premier Tournament. A quick reminder to our viewers to join the Twitter conversation using hashtag Champions Cup and hashtag Challenge Cup.
Avec Craig, nous vous guiderons pendant le tirage au sort qui sera effectué par Johan Evans de Sky Sports et Dimitri Yashvili de beIN Sport. Mais allons-y, plantons le décor. Nous avons 6 qualifiés provenant de l'Aviva Premiership, y compris les champions et tête de série numéro 1, les Saracens. Voici ensuite les 7 clubs provenant du top 14, avec bien sûr les champions de France, le Stade français Paris, ainsi qu'Oyonnax, qui participera pour la première fois à la Grande Coupe d'Europe. Et voici les 7 clubs de Pro 12, avec en tête les tout nouveaux champions, les Glasgow Warriors.
The 20 clubs will be in 4 tiers, and in order to create the tiers, the clubs are ranked both on their performances in the knockout phases and the league phases of their respective championships. We'll begin with the draw to create the tiers, and then we'll move on to the 5 pools. Yayan and Dimitri will conduct the draw. The 20 club balls will be drawn by Yayan, and then the 5 pool balls will be drawn by Dimitri. And our official scrutineer, Philippe Moller of the Athermis legal firm, is on hand to ensure that everything goes very smoothly indeed.
Comme vous pouvez le constater, le chapeau 1 contient déjà les clubs classés premiers des 3 différentes ligues, les Saracens, le Stade français et les Glasgow Warriors. Nous devons maintenant tirer au sort dans le chapeau 1 2 des 3 clubs s'étant classés second, ce qui permettra de compléter ensuite les autres chapeaux. Donc, Johan, peux-tu, s'il te plaît, mettre les boules de Bath, de l'ASM Clermont-Auvergne et du Munster dans le bol. Les 2 premières boules tirées au sort viendront compléter le chapeau 1.
So, Yayan, if you want to put all the balls in your bowl, please. Dimitri, it's your job to pull out the clubs that will slot themselves into Tier 1.
Clermont.
Clermont-Auvergne go into Tier 1.
Bath.
Bath Rugby, 2 teams who suffered disappointment at the end of the season, make up Tier 1. And then the final ball
Munster.
will slot itself into Tier 2.
Voici donc le chapeau 1 avec les Saracens, le Stade français, Glasgow Warriors, Bath et Clermont-Auvergne.
Now we move on to Tier 2, the 3 clubs which are ranked 3rd from the leagues. Northampton Saints, RC Toulon are in Tier 2. As Munster were not drawn into Tier 1, they're also included in Tier 2. And in accordance with the rules, Ulster Rugby, the 4th ranked club from the same league as Munster, go into Tier 2 as well. And that completes the Tier 2 lineup. Northampton Saints, Toulon, Ospreys, Munster and Ulster Rugby.
Allons-y, passons tout de suite au chapeau 3. Les 2 autres clubs classés 4e, en l'occurrence Toulouse et les Leicester Tigers, viennent composer le chapeau 3 aux côtés des clubs classés 5e des ligues Exeter Chiefs, le Racing 92 et le Leinster Rugby. Voici donc la composition du chapeau 3.
As you can see, Tier 4 includes the 3 clubs which are ranked 6th in their respective leagues, Wasps, Oyonnax and Scarlets, as well as the Italian qualifier from the Pro 12, Benetton Treviso Rugby, and the Champions Cup playoff winner, Bordeaux Bègles. So now we have our 4 tiers. The real business of the draw can get underway. Before that, though, there are several key principles to keep in mind. Each of the 5 pools will feature 1 club from each of the 4 tiers. Each of the 5 pools will have at least 1 club from each of the 3 leagues. No pool will contain 2 Pro 12 clubs from the same country. Clubs from the same league will be kept apart until the Tier 4 allocation, when Oyonnax, Bordeaux, will be drawn into pools which contain 1 other top 14 club, and when Wasps will be drawn into a pool which contains 1 other Aviva Premiership club. You got that, Raf?
Yeah.
Excellent. Well done.
Easy.
Now, we'll start with the draw for the pools for the 5 Tier 1 clubs. Jan will draw the club balls. Dimitri will draw the 5 pool balls to assign each club a pool.
En suivant le tirage au sort, souvenez-vous qu'en cette occasion, certains clubs peuvent être affectés directement à une poule pour faire en sorte de respecter le règlement. Allons-y. Johan, peux-tu mettre les boules des clubs du chapeau 1 dans le bol, et Dimitri, placer également les 5 boules des poules dans le bol.
So, 5 Tier 1 clubs in. Jan?
Stade Francais.
Stade Francais will go into which pool, Dimitri?
Pool 4.
Pool 4 for the new top 14 champions to get the Champions Cup draw underway.
Clermont-Auvergne.
Clermont-Auvergne, the beaten finalists. Disappointment for them this season. Will it be their European season? Well, they're going to start in Pool
2.
Pool 2 for Clermont-Auvergne.
Glasgow Warriors.
Glasgow Warriors, the newly crowned Pro 12 champions. A watershed moment for Scottish rugby, it's been described as. How will they fare?
Pool
in
3.
Europe? Well, they are in Pool 3.
Saracens.
Saracens, disappointment at the semi-final stage in Europe last season. Joy in the Premiership final. They go into Pool
1.
Pool 1.
Bath Rugby.
Which leaves Bath, who played a fantastic brand of rugby last season. Beaten in the final, but they are in Pool
5.
Pool 5. Okay, now we move on to Tier 2. Jan, can you place the balls for Northampton Saints, AC Toulon, Ospreys, Munster and Ulster Rugby in your bowl? Dimitri, when a club is drawn, I'll let you know which pool balls can go in. Okay, all set?
Okay. Toulon.
Toulon, 3-time European champions, cannot go into Pool 2 or 4 because Clermont and Stade reside in there. So pool balls 1, 3 and 5 go in there. So where will Paul O'Connell start his new European campaign with his new club?
Pool 5.
Pool 5. Little cheer from Bruce Craig there.
Ulster Rugby.
Ulster Rugby, disappointed, of course, in Pro 12 this season, the semi-final stage. Pools, which pools are available to them? Pools 1, 2 and 4, because Glasgow, a fellow Pro 12 side, are in Pool 3. They can't go in there, Dimitri, so 1, 2 and 4.
Pool 1.
Pool 1 for Ulster Rugby. Already, that's shaping up to be an absolutely humdinger of a pool, isn't it, for that?
Ospreys.
Ospreys finished the Pro 12 in 3rd, beaten by Munster in the playoffs. Can't go into Pool 3 because Glasgow are there, so it's either Pool 2 or Pool 4 for Ospreys, either Clermont or Stade.
Pool 2.
It is Pool 2, it's Clermont for the Ospreys.
Northampton Saints.
Northampton Saints, usually involved in the business end of the European season, can't go into Pool 4 because that may cause a problem in the next part of the draw, which means they have to go into Pool
3.
Pool 3. And that leaves us with the beaten finalists.
Munster.
Munster, great European pedigree, and they go into Pool
4.
Pool 4 for Munster. And that completes the draw for the Tier 2 clubs, Rafa.
Merci Craig. Passons maintenant au tirage au sort pour le chapeau 3. Donc Johan, tu peux placer les boules de Toulouse et de Leicester Tigers, les deux clubs classés 4e, non inclus dans le chapeau 2 dans le ball, ainsi que les boules des Exeter Chiefs, du Leinster Rugby et du Racing 92.
Okay, so all the balls into the bowl, please. Okay, Ian. Tier 3 clubs. Who's first out?
Stade Toulousain.
Toulouse cannot go into pools 2, 4 or 5 because Clermont and Stade or RC Toulon are in the respective pools there, which means pools 1 and 3, Dimitri, only available to Toulouse.
Pool 1.
Pool 1. A gasp here in the room. Look at that, Saracens, Ulster, Toulouse. Wonderful stuff.
Leicester Tigers.
Leicester Tigers. Winners in 2001 and 2002, of course. Northampton Saints are in Pool 3 and Bath are in Pool 5, so only balls 2 and 4, please, Dimitri, available to the Leicester Tigers.
Pool 4.
Pool 4. Quite a reintroduction for Aaron Major when he returns to his old club at the start of the new season. Stade Munster and the Leicester Tigers.
Exeter Chiefs.
Exeter Chiefs can only go into Pool
2.
due to the key principle. So Ospreys and Clermont have wonderful trips down to Sandy Park. Fantastic place to go and watch rugby, of course. Good pool, that one.
Racing 92.
Racing 92. You may be asking why they're not called Racing Metro. Well, the Metro bit is gone. They're now officially called Racing 92, and they're now officially in Pool
3.
Pool 3, which means the former multiple champions, Yayan,
Leinster.
Leinster go into Pool 5. My word. My word. Still another group of clubs to go in there, but Pool 5 is an absolute beauty. Wow, well done.
Nous terminons ainsi le tirage au sort des clubs du chapeau 3. Toi, Craig.
Yeah, I'm still taking in Pool 5 and how it's developing. It's wonderful. Right to the final step and the draw for the Tier 4 clubs. So the Tier 4 clubs are Wasps, Oyonnax, Bordeaux, Scarlets and Treviso. A reminder that Scarlets can't go into the same pool as Ospreys. Also, Oyonnax and the playoff qualifier Bordeaux will be drawn into pools which contain one other top 14 club. And Wasps will be drawn into a pool which contains one other Aviva Premiership club. So, Yayan, can you place the Wasps, Oyonnax, Scarlets, Treviso and Bordeaux balls into your bowl, please?
Oyonnax.
Oyonnax, their debut in the top tier of European competition. Will it be a baptism of fire? All the pools available, Dimitri. Who have they got?
Pool 1.
Pool 1 for Oyonnax. Welcome to the Champions Cup, Oyonnax.
Benetton Treviso.
Treviso, the top place Italian side, of course, in the Pro 12. Pools 2, 3, 4 and 5 available to them.
Pool 4.
Pool 4 for Treviso, a truly pan-European pool, that one. Wasps, Bordeaux and Scarlets to come.
Wasps.
Wasps, off the back of a hugely successful season. Big crowds at the Rico. George Smith, of course, the 111 capped Australian on his way there. They can go into pools 2, 3 or 5, Dimitri.
Pool 5.
Pool 5, my word. My word. That is a fabulous pool. Bath, Toulon, Leinster and Wasps.
Scarlet.
And the Scarlets cannot go into Pool 2 because Ospreys reside there, which means, Dimitri?
Pool 3.
Pool 3 for the Scarlets, which leaves us with Bordeaux-Bègles,
We hope.
Bordeaux-Bègles.
And they go into
Poule 2.
right. We need to take that in, don't we?
Le tirage au sort des poules de l'European Rugby Champions Cup 2015-2016 est terminé. Dimitri, une première analyse à la suite de ce tirage?
Ben, je dirais que c'est quand même assez homogène. Northampton qui retrouvera le Racing 92. De beaux matchs qui nous attendent. Yona qui va découvrir aussi la compétition avec les Saracens et le Stade Toulousain dans la poule. Donc ça promet encore une fois une belle saison de Champions Cup.
I don't know where to start, Ian, because they're all absolutely brilliant pools, but certainly Pool 5 is standout tough, isn't it?
It shouts out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Bath, Toulon, Leinster and Wasps. But you know, regardless of who's been pulled in this group, they're no longer any easy routes if you are to win this tournament. It takes an outstanding side to do so because you're going to have to beat other equally capable sides.
It's great stuff, isn't it? Thanks to all of you for watching right across Europe, right across the world. Have a great summer. Enjoy the start of your domestic championships and, of course, the Rugby World Cup 2015. We'll see you all again when the Champions Cup and the Challenge Cup kick off again in November. For now, though, from all of us here in Neuchâtel, goodbye.